Class 10 English, Chapter 1, A Letter to God, Grammar Section, Topic, Relative Clause. Good morning, children. Today, we are going to discuss what a relative clause is. It's a part of the exercise in your textbook. And before we go to relative clause, we have to know what a clause is. So, what is a clause? A clause is a combination of words within a sentence that is comprised of a subject and a predicate. So, a clause is a group of words that has a subject and a predicate in it. Now, there are a few types of clauses. Here I am giving you independent clause, dependent clause, relative clause, and noun clause. Now, independent clause. Independent. A clause that is independent of other parts in a sentence. I like bread, for example. I like bread. I is subject. Like bread is a predicate. So, it is independent. It can stand on its own. It doesn't need anything. Whereas on the other hand, look at the next one. Dependent clause. Look at the sentence given. Because I am unwell, I cannot come to your house. Well, I cannot come to your house is independent. It can stand on its own. But because I am unwell, cannot stand on its own in the sense that it doesn't make a complete sentence. It does not carry a complete meaning. Because I am unwell, it is incomplete. So this is dependent clause. Next we have relative clause and noun clause. Now noun clause, children, is a part of a sentence that does the work of a noun. Look at the example given. I like what I see. I like what I see. I like what? You answer the question what and you get a noun, isn't it? I like apples, for example. I like grapes. Apple, grape is a noun. So likewise, I like what I see. What I see does the work of a noun. I like what? I like what I see. So this is a noun clause. But the topic at hand is relative clause. Relative clause. One example here is, the boy who is wearing a mask is my brother. The boy is my brother. The sentence could have been done with, the boy is my brother. But the boy is further explained, further defined. Who is wearing a mask? Who? The boy. Who is this who? What is this who? The boy. The boy who is wearing a mask. Here, who does the work of a pronoun. So, in relative clause, we have pronouns also. Next, look here. We notice that a relative clause is a kind of it's a kind of a dependent clause that starts with a relative pronoun. The boy who lives next door is my friend. Now, who here behaves like a pronoun? The boy who is wearing a mask is my friend. Who is wearing a mask? The house which is situated at the crest of a hill belongs to Lencho. The house belongs to Lencho. The house which is situated, which. There's a verb pronoun. So we have who behaving like a pronoun. Now, we have seen now here that a relative clause defines a noun which precedes it. The boy is a noun that is preceding. Who lives next door? The boy is my friend. The boy is my friend. But who lives next door does what? It defines the noun, the boy. Now, another feature you will see of relative pronoun is that it is introduced by a relative pronoun. So, relative clause is always introduced by a relative pronoun. What are these relative pronouns? Examples are who, which, whose, that, when. And they substitute another part of a sentence. The boy who lives in next door. It's another part of the sentence. So who relative pronoun is introducing it. It is preceding it. So we see here relative pronoun is always it is always describing a noun. And the relative clause is preceded by a relative pronoun. Who? The boy who lives next door. Who lives next? Who is a relative pronoun. So the relative clause who lives next door is preceded by who. That defines the noun, the boy. So in the lesson, we have some relative clauses. Some relative clauses describing Lencho or Lencho's house. So please find a few relative clauses that you find in the story, A Letter to God, and please write it down and send it to me as your homework. Thank you.